A person who is spiritually gifted, like prophetically they can see, won't say nothing about what they picked up on. Those are the type of people who have wisdom and understanding. They will move themselves completely. They would separate themselves. Because whatever they picked up, they either seen it in a dream, they feel it, God has told them because they have discernment. Y'all got to stop playing with these people and playing with them, because they know when your intentions aren't right. They may not say nothing. They may not act indifferent towards you. They may not act mean towards you. But those are the people that can pick up on spirits. They know when something's off. They know when somebody don't like them. And if I'm the type of person, if I know you don't like me, I'm not going to put myself in your presence. Be careful of those who can prophetically see, prophetically sense and feel, and have wisdom. Because if I sense and feel something, and your intentions aren't right, and your motives are wicked, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna act indifferent. I'm going to go. I'm going to remove myself. I have seen beyond your flesh. I see your spirit. Y'all better stop playing with these prophetic people that got a relationship with God. Stop playing with people that see, because God will show them in a dream, in a vision. God will tell them. Y'all better stop playing with God chosen people.
Welcome to Blended Healing. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use, for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips in the balance of the favor of fair use. Will we tell America no? Will we tell them? Every day we come across a situation when someone says something to us which is not nice, or we choose to perceive it and feel it, and it may not be very nice as well. In either case, we feel insulted. We get upset. And in some cases, we react and show out in our feelings. Sometimes we don't. The result is that there is less happiness. Why does that happen? Well, it's because you have created and attached to and also identify with the image of yourself in your mind that does not match with how the other people see or perceive you. And because of that, you believe you have been insulted and you get upset. As long as people's perception of us matches the image that we have created inside of our mind, and you are content with that, but as soon as people's perception does not match the image, even if it's to a very small extent, we get twisted because we have attached ourselves to that image. The more the attachment, the greater the hurt and the negative comes in, or the reaction that we have. You could examine this closely, taking place inside your head every day. This attachment, you know what it's called? It's called your ego. It's called your ego. Now, here's another thing. Will we truly tell America no? With all of this fugazi things that is going on right now? All right. Let me talk to my women real quick. Black women, you do realize that you play a vital role to the strength and the growth of America, right? You know this without a doubt. And here's the crazy part. Everybody else knows it too. Even if they choose not to acknowledge this truth. Women overall are a vital part of every culture, and it's how we are perpetuated and the functions that we engage in. So many Black women are in a tough spot due to the outcome of recent events. God knows we are hoping that these 4 years would be enough to move people to have voted in their best interests. For real. We hope that everyone has seen enough to realize, regardless of who the nominee was, that this dude right here should have never been an option. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. And here we go, praying that America will not make the same mistake twice. Don't betray the nation again. Because we just knew that this dude's legal issues were enough to make America see some type of reason. A convicted felon should be enough to discredit anybody seeking that type of office. And that was the hope. We went to work. We went all around and listened to all the different conversations that are going on in America, hoping for a different America, the new America, FAFO. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion in some cases, you know. The rest of it I ain't even got to talk about. But I'm not here to talk about me. I'm talking about us collectively. Are we going to start telling America no? Because when I tell you that our ego is going to start playing a part in this, trust me when I tell you, because we're going to get tested. The way things are going, we about to get tested. Our hope for a different outcome reached all the way down to the core of our being. We met deep-seated disappointment, anger, and disconnection. Not only did dude win, but the betrayal by the people that stood with them, even though it don't add up. I want you to be reminded, this is America. And as a result of what has happened and everything the outcome signifies, see, a lot of y'all didn't tune in when I was telling y'all about the civil rights, because that's the real. So when it starts hitting y'all up in the face and you start seeing shit disappear, yeah, that part. But I tell you one thing, us as black women right now have taken the stance that they will tell America over the next 4 years. What have we done? It's clear that this nation has no idea what it means to be black. But I know that some of y'all done drunk the Kool-Aid. So we gonna sit back. But black women, some of us had checked out. We decided to no longer use our spirit, our voice, our bodies to fight for the soul of the nation via its people. When other groups are marginalized, they can call on us. So we just show up when we see the suffering to help them organize and fight for the cause. You see, one thing Black women understand: the outcome of oppression in a deep and personal way. It's the loss of the community, the threat of violence against everything and everyone that we love, that makes living a battle. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all do not hear me. It is so crystal clear what's about to happen here. Y'all think it's play when these people and agents are running around your city, snatching up people and put them in deportation. Let me go back and just say this one more thing. Add insult to injury. That 1,500 January 6th rioters, because that's what I'm going to call them, got pardoned and released. I agree that some should have, because it was very minor things that they may have done, even though they participated. We know how that feels. But then to turn around and say, you got a ticket for jaywalking, up, you're out of here. You're being deported. You got a traffic violation, up, that's it. You're deported. You're out of here. Did you see the raids in New York, Chicago, and other places when they literally said that a minor offense, you will be deported? Now, I heard, and I could be wrong, but I heard that they were going after real criminals, like cartels and shit. But the people they just snatched up were regular, degular people, man. I want you to have that sink in. Because now those people who got pardoned are running around here trying to get guns and everything else. The Proud Boys out running around doing what they do. Shit, if you didn't get the signal when dude sat up there and it hit his heart and went straight out with his arm, if you didn't get the message then, I don't know what's going to take. Oh, I know that was alternative facts, but I digress. We know what oppression is. We lived through it. Some of us were born into it. And all we ask is that we receive the reciprocity that we earn by standing with marginalized communities. Marginalized groups in America sent the Black community a very loud message. They said about our struggle, our oppression, and our lives do not matter. They let us know that they would rather align themselves with a convicted felon, a criminal, than Black people. And because of this, that deep betrayal, 92% of Black women that stood for our community and others decisively decided to tell America no. The echo and the meaning of that no was immediately felt. Immediately. Dude wasn't even in yet. And those that voted for him are learning about tariffs because they had no clue. Understanding that their loved ones really will be threatened with deportation. Those that are naturalized citizens might get threatened too. The accommodations of students with disabilities could be threatened. And it goes on and on and on. Now people want to redo. No, you don't get to take a retake and take the test. And Black women, Black people, we warned you. We warned you. My sisters, you know what we gonna do? We ain't gonna worry about what other people think of us. In our day-to-day lives, we come across so many different people. In our own homes, in the job, social interactions, so many different perceptions and opinions about us. And some of these thoughts that carry on in their minds are good about us. And some are negative and not very comforting for us to hear and to know. Understand the message. Understand it. My sisters, we must be sure that we understand fully what saying no means. It means taking off the invisible mantle of the mother of the nation, taking your freaking cape off, turning off the bat signal, and dropping that cape at their feet. That's what you got to do. This step back is more than simply not protesting with other communities. It literally means turning all of our efforts inside toward our own community where we live. It might mean walking away from this big powerhouse of feminism. We may need to evaluate ourselves deeply. Our men, our men, I guess we need to evaluate them too and work on the areas for us to foster healing that has to happen with our whole family, men and children. When we go to work, and the people in charge and some of them other women come to us seeking the work counselor. You know, the work counselor. We have to decline. We can't fight with the education system for all children. We must clearly center our children. Say no is the answer, but it's not easy as it seems. Right now, we are bleeding out. The wounds are fresh, so it doesn't seem hard to back up and just sip on some tea and coffee. However, as the bleeding stops, our resolve will be tested. Black women have always had a way of juggling everything. We manage our community and survival along with showing up for other people. We can't do this anymore. We must say no fully and mean it. The consequences of betraying the children of the architects who built this nation, blood, sweat, and tears, our moment must be felt. Other women and other people of color have played in our face all up close and personal yet again. Sisters, this no must stand no matter how it pulls your heartstrings. And it will. It definitely will. When that moment comes, just look in the faces of those that you love and look at our black men and our children, and then look at ourselves in the mirror and tell America, no, it's time that she learns her lesson. In some cases, our ego was hurt too. When your ego gets hurt, it's nothing but you. You hurt or you harm the image that you carry of yourself with you each day, every second of every day. You carry it with you all the time, and you have become attached to it. You got to learn how to say no. When the people get angry at you, the answer is no. Accusing you of not taking care of your obligations. You got to learn how to say no. Not giving enough time to the family. You still got to take care of your obligations. But when it comes to all that other stuff, you got to learn how to say no. You have been so responsible for the all-round growth and development of your family in all aspects since the family has been created. That invisible image of us feeling insulted and hurt and us reacting angrily, acting out. This happens to us so many times. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We got to change the image of what we see, that we carry about ourselves every day. We got to change that self-created image and learn how to say no. We got to change it. Whenever somebody challenges us in regards of not caring anymore, not doing the things that we used to as a group of women, Black women collectively, the ones who shouldered everything, the strong Black woman trope, all of that. Nah, we gonna sit back here and we gonna let y'all do what you do, because now you're about to find out. And that's it, and that's all. We're not gonna react anymore. It's gonna be hard, but we're not gonna react anymore. As I sit here today, all the people who were so staunch in supporting this dude, and when they finally saw the handwriting on the wall, because some are seeing it now, especially in our community. Handwritings on the wall. Now all of a sudden they backpedaling. Backpedaling. After all of that rah-rah. The answer still no. We're gonna let you sit in that. We'll see when we decide we're gonna step back out the gate. You feel me? But right now, y'all got this one. For real, for real. And that's it, and that's all. I'm going to leave you with a message so you can get what I'm saying. Be well, stay safe. Ashe and deep bow. I hope that y'all listen to this message. It might help you. But as for me, my answer is no. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. I've had enough. I'll talk to y'all soon. Let me leave you with this.